Hey everyone, it's Matt aka Tech Ranger, and today we're going to be taking a look at some more mods for Starfield on the Xbox. Been a lot of 5s here on the channel, so I wanted to keep it going. In this video, I wanted to focus a little bit more on the gameplay side of things rather than quality of life. There are some mods that can be considered that as well, so it's stuff like finding better loot in dungeons, improving the availability of ship parts, and even adding more functionality to stealth in the game. So little things that just improve the vanilla experience. So if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like down below, and if you have any questions about anything, feel free to comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe, because we're going to be taking a look at more mods for Starfield. And once I get some more videos out there, I'll have a load order video going over some showcase mods like I did for Fallout and Skyrim. But with all that out of the way, let's take a look at some of these mods and see why they're worth having in your load order. So the stealth element in this game improved in some aspects, not great in others. And one of those was actually a takedown. So when you were behind somebody, all you did was like smack them in the back. With this mod, you can actually perform a non-lethal takedown using your powers, and you can incapacitate somebody. You can do this by putting a point into the physical tree where the takedowns perk is. Now keep in mind you will have to be out of combat for you to actually perform a takedown, otherwise it's just not going to work. Getting the footage for this part was harder than I thought it was going to be. Now here's how the non-lethal takedown looks, and you're basically going to slam this guy into the desk. He will be incapacitated when he's down. You can pickpocket him, or you can just take some swipes at him. In order to pickpocket when they're down, you kind of need to move your cursor to the middle of the body in order to do that. Now the other part of this mod is that you can actually one-shot anything if you're behind them and you have a melee weapon out. That doesn't work for fauna though. I did try that out, although you will get your sneak attack bonus still. So it's not like you're going to do some cool Sam Fisher move or anything with your silenced weapon. You're going to have that melee weapon out in order to get that one shot. I think the possibilities that you have with the non-lethal takedown is actually pretty cool rather than just like the one-shot opportunity. I think this will actually pair nicely with another mod that we'll look at in a future video. But drop a comment if you've been using this one. So when we all started playing this game, I think we've all been there, is that we just hoard anything we can get and then sell it. Problem with that is though, your inventory will fill up really quick and you'll be over encumbered. Not a big issue ever since they introduced the carry capacity and cargo access distance in the gameplay options. But if you don't want that experience limitation, you can download this mod, and this will actually make it so the prices are not as good for stuff you sell. Now you're probably thinking, Matt, that sounds horrible. Why would I want to do that? There's a method to my madness. So because of this lower price that you're going to be getting for things, it will keep you from actually hoarding all that stuff, and then you can download this mod to improve what you get at the end of every dungeons. This mod actually does a few things depending on where you are in the game. So if you're in like a higher level system, then you're going to probably get better loot at the end of whatever dungeon you're in. I keep saying dungeon like it's Skyrim, but it's an RPG term. You'll also be able to get Astra, which is that new currency introduced with the Trackers Alliance quest in the last update. So with those different like bigger chests in the game actually giving you better chances at loot, you'll also be able to get better credits out of each chest, and that'll actually scale to your level. It's been rebalanced, so that is also pretty helpful. So you don't need to actually hoard weapons and things like that anymore, unless you want to because of the gameplay options, or if you don't want a mod for it. So like Fallout 4, we have a flashlight mod, and this is the aptly named Vanilla Improved Flashlight mod. I saw two of these mods at first, but I went with this one because I just wanted the vanilla flashlight but bigger and brighter, and that seemed to fit the bill here. So in this example, as you can see in the starting area, which is very dark, this is a pretty large casting from the flashlight, which looks really good. Now here's the original vanilla flashlight. It's very small, not a lot of light. This is a great mod to have if you're playing on doing a little spelunking in the game, but if you're using a flashlight mod, let me know which one of these two you're using. The other one's for PC. So shipbuilding in Starfield is an optional task. You don't have to do it, you can just buy ships. But every now and then you'd go to a star yard, see if you could switch out some parts and get some better ones. But with a mod like this, you're actually able to access more parts than what's available at, let's say, a star yard like Stroud Eklund. Yards like this would be specialized, so you could go and find particular parts like bridges and things for your ship. But with a mod like this, you don't have to go and do that anymore. This mod makes a small change and makes it so you can actually buy all of those ship parts parts and install them at any of the 3 main cities. So that's Neon, New Atlantis, as well as Aquila City. All those parts will be there. Since all these ship parts are being shown in these menus with all the different tabs, there could be some slowdown here and there, but with the performance mode on the Series X, I didn't notice any hitches or anything when scrolling through all the parts. Now, if you previously built an outpost in the game, you could have a spaceport of your own, and then it would pull a lot of those ship parts. Any of these specialty parts like cross bridges and things from Stroud Eklund, for example, wouldn't be pulled in. Another thing to keep in mind with this mod is that you're still going to need this skill if you want to install some of those higher tiered parts. Curious to know what your thoughts are on shipbuilding in Starfield in general, just because it's not something that everybody needs to actually interact with because you can just buy ships. I've been really loving it on this New Game Plus playthrough, but I know not everybody wants to engage with the shipbuilding. But maybe having all these parts readily available, you just might. And that is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And as I said in the beginning of this video, these mods aren't like super game changing, but they do just improve that vanilla experience a little bit more. So if you played the original game, maybe you're on New Game Plus and then you install some mods like this, hopefully the overall experience is better for you. Or maybe you're just starting a new playthrough and want some of these mods in your game. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.